Helen, I'm Amber Garrett, and I'm a student nurse, and today we're going to do a physical assessment. If you would please tell me your name and your age.
Alyssa Helen, 20.
All right, Ms. Helen is a well-nourished, non-obese female. A quick physical assessment shows no obvious physical deformities. Her speech is clear and easy to understand. Her skin, just on a quick look over, is looks like there's good turgor to it. There's no edema, no obvious moles or nevi or lesions, or and no edema. So that's all within normal from a quick initial assessment. Ms. Helen, the first thing I'd like to do is I'm going to touch your scalp, okay? And then, all right, Ms. Helen's skull is round and symmetrical. There's no obvious masses or lesions or any kind of cuts or anything else going on there. The next thing we have you do is I'm going to have you clench your teeth, all right? Any pain there? Nope. Okay. Jaw moves well within normal limits, no pain. If you could stick your tongue out for me. All right. Tongue is nice and pink and moist. Then we're going to do your sinuses. So I'm just going to feel right here. All right. Any pain when I'm touching on your face?
Nope.
All right. So maxillary and frontal sinuses, no pain, no issues there. We're going to take a look at your eyes next. And just to do a visual inspection of her eyes, there's her eyebrows are nice and even and they move symmetrically. Her eyelids, there's no crusting, there's no redness, no swelling. Her sclera is nice and white. They're nice and bright and moist. There's no redness or pinkness or any kind of swelling or drainage. The next thing I'm going to shine the light in your eyes, okay? All right, then come back over here. All right, so pupils are equal and accommodate light. Next thing I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you look where I point. Take this. Wow. All right, very good. So Miss Helen is able to follow with a parallel gaze to all 6 cardinal points of gaze. And then I'm going to just check out your ears here, okay? All right, so she's got some piercings. There's no redness or swelling. Everything looks within normal limits. Any pain? No pain there. And then the next thing I'd like you to do is put one finger on your nose and breathe in. And then do it on the other side. All right, so nose is nice and symmetrical and even. Bilateral nares are patent. The next time I want you to stick out your tongue again for me. And then I'm going to open your mouth. And then I'm going to look back here. Can you say ah, ah? All right, that's good. Oral mucosa is nice and pink. Everything is moist, good dentition, good oral hygiene. Uvula movement is symmetrical, and her tonsils are nice and pink. I would grade everything 1+. And then the next thing we're going to do is I'm just going to feel your throat here. All right. So we're going to feel your lymph nodes, and then in here. All right. Okay. Sorry, that tickles. All right. So I can't detect any lymph nodes. So there's no enlargement. Everything's within normal limits there. I'm going to feel for your carotid pulse. All right. Nice even carotid pulse, bilateral, and then our trachea is no deviation, and that's all nice and normal and within limits. The next thing we're going to do is can you lift up your arms for me, and then put them up over your head, and then to the side, and then back down. Any clicking or any issues, nope. Any pain? All right, so as anticipated, she's got a nice normal range of motion for a young lady her age. I'm going to just take your arms, and then the skin on her arms, it's nice and smooth. There's a good turgor. She's got bilateral radial pulses, and then the nice pink nail beds, and then a good capillary return. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to have you turn around, so I'm going to kind of work on listening to your back. All right, so and she's got some moles back here that are a little bit of concern on her skin that I would have her want to follow up with. Other than that, muscle tone is appropriate. Everything's nice and symmetrical. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to have you say the word 99 every time I press my hand across your back. I'm going to count to 3. I want you to take a deep breath, and when you exhale, and then say the 99, okay? All right, so we're going to, you ready? 1, 2, 3.
99.
Oh, very good. All right, so all within normal, palpation positive for fremitus. And then next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of tap back here. So if you would just relax, and I'm going to tap along. All right. All right, that's within normal and the normal percussus. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a listen to your lungs. And you just take nice steady breaths and I'll follow you. Nice big deep breath. Last one. All right, very good. All right, bilateral breath sounds posteriorly are within normal limits and nice and clear in all bases. So the next thing I have you turn around. Miss Hallam, no respiratory distress, breathing is nice and even, everything is symmetrical. I'm going to take a quick listen. I'm going to go into your shirt, but I'm going to go from the top again and just listen to your lungs from that front, okay? Nice steady breaths for me. All right, and then I'm going to come under your shirt this time. All right, we're all good. So bilateral breath sounds anterior are nice and clear on all bases. I'm going to feel at the PMI and then, all right, that's all within normal limits. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to listen to your heart sounds, okay? And so, and listen with the diaphragm and the bell. Diaphragm and bell. Diaphragm and bell. And I'm going to kind of go back down under your shirt this way again too. And just nice steady. Very good. Diaphragm and then bell. All right. So Ms. Helen has a normal S1, S2, nice steady rhythm. She's a runner, so all within normal limits for a young lady her age. The next thing I am going to have to do is go ahead and listen. I'm going to look at your abdomen, honey. So if you could lay back down. All right. All right. So Miss Helen, the skin's nice and clear. There's no moles, no lesions. Just on a visual inspection, there's no obvious deformities or any kind of masses that you can see. So the first thing I'm going to do now is I'm just going to take a quick listen. Ms. Helen definitely has bowel sounds times 4. Do you have any pain in your abdomen right now? All right, so I'm just going to press and real gentle this first time. Any pain?
Nope.
All right, and then a little firmer this time, okay? Any pain that time?
No.
All right, so upon palpation, there's no obvious masses or irregularities, and Ms. Helen has denied pain. I'm going to listen over at the aorta. All right, and that was it within normal limit, no brewery at that point. So if you could scoot a little bit for me. All right, so what I'm gonna do now is check your legs. The skin on Ms. Helm's legs is nice and clear. There's good turgor. There's no edema. There's no swelling. There's no redness, no lesions or moles or anything that I would have her follow up on. So I'm gonna lift up your leg this time, up, and then bend towards your chest, and then we're gonna abduct. And then we're going to adduct, and then we're going to lay this back down, and then we're going to do the same thing here. Lift, bend towards your chest, and then abduct, and then adduct, and then go ahead and down here. And then dorsal pedis and posterior tibialis bilaterally are palpable pulses. She's got good range of motion. Did you have any pain when we were doing any of that? And no pain, so that's all within normal limits for a 20-year-old female. And then I'm going to have you sit up. And then what next thing I'd like you to do is I'm going to have you close your eyes, and I want you to tell me where you feel where I put this cotton swab on you, okay? All right.
Forehead, nose, right forearm, left thigh, left calf, right thigh, right calf, right foot, left foot.
All right, so that's all within normal. The next thing I'd like you to do is I want you to put your arms out, and then I want you to go up and down like that, and then go as fast as you can. All right, very good. So rapid arm movement test is within normal limits. Movement's well coordinated and symmetrical. And then I'm going to have you do this next test for me. I want you to take your heel and then put it on your shin, and then move it all the way back down to your foot, and then do that on the other side. All right, so that's well coordinated as expected for a young lady your age. The next thing we're going to do is check your reflexes. So bear with me here. And then we're going to, all right. And this is, all right, very good. That's a positive reflex. And then, can we get it? And then, all right, and then this next one, I'm going to pull your hand up like this. There you go. All right, and then the next one is, I'm just going to use this flashlight. Remember, I'm so sorry, this might tickle. All right, and then, all right, so Miss Helen has a positive and good reflex on the bicep, the patellar, the Achilles, and the plantar. So the next thing I would like you to do is stand up for me, and then I'm going to have you walk across the room for me, and then very good, and then stop, and then turn around. We're going to have you do a tandem walk, and that's where you heel toe it across back over to here for me. All right, very good. And if you could stop, and then go ahead and put your feet together. The next is the Romberg test, and we're going to have you close your eyes. All right, keep your eyes closed. And then I'm going to have you lift your leg kind of like a flamingo. And then go ahead and put it down. And then I'm going to have you lift your other leg kind of like a flamingo. And then put it down. All right, so Romberg test is within normal limits. Able to maintain her balance with her eyes closed when she was able to walk across the room. Gait was nice and steady within normal limits, well balanced. And then the heel toe, she was able to still maintain some balance and maintain a decent posture and cross over the room. And then I'd like you to, what I'm have you do is turn away from me, and then I'm going to have you bend over for me as far as you can. Very good. And then back up. And then I want you to bend side to side, the other way, and then twist, kind of like you're like crack. Yeah, yeah. All right. So any pain, any discomfort during that? All right. Very good. So Miss Helen was able to show that she's got really good range of motion in her spine by her ability to bend over well within normal limits, and then all of her ability to twist. So that ends our assessment, Miss Helen. I really appreciate you taking the time out for me today. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right. Very good.